Welcome to another episode on our channel. And we had ordered 2 bat pods, one for myself and one for the giveaway, because I have had my eye on this forever and ever and ever and just decided, okay, let's do it. So one is a giveaway, and the box is humongous. I mean, it just really is big. Yeah, there are some kind of flip ups here, but it's a mailer box. It's not going to be perfect. What's more important is the art box, and hopefully this is one that is going to be in good condition, the one that will be sent if you decide you want the bat pod. All you need to know is it's going to come in a big box. Okay, so we're going to open this baby and let you see what this really entails. I just want to make sure I open this carefully. What would be awful is if when you're kind of going like this and you start feeling it digging into the box underneath. That would be like the worst feeling on the face of the I think they take that into account and they make sure that there's a little leeway up here so that sort of thing doesn't happen. All right. Wow. This box means it has not been opened, which you wouldn't expect it to be. Yeah. Getting it open is gonna be painful. Okay. All right. Well, I might get the husband to help me. All right. The husband. Let's pull that out of the box. So what's interesting, it came in a shipping box. This is the mailer box. And here's the box. Which I'm sure is not the art box. So we have, this is like 3 boxes. So, all right, let's open this baby up. Another thing I hate is tape on boxes. Oh, well. What can you do? And there's no bottom, really. Let me kind of look at this from the bottom. Nope, you can't open it from the bottom. Okay. So it looks to be in this box, which is not the mailer box, not the art box. I think there's another box on the inside, but in between the art box and the mailer box. So this is in fantastic shape, as you can see. Okay, so I did open it from this side. That's where I started anyway. So let's keep going. And oh man, this is the neat thing about this is it's heavy duty cardboard. All right, so we do have an art box. And we'll try to pull it out. And if the husband can pull on that end. Ooh, it is big. I was thinking most of it was packing. God, why is it this big. There must be a lot of packing on the inside. This is my only thinking. It really, it shouldn't be this big, I wouldn't think. All right. Okay. Okay, I see where the tape is. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. The husband. Oh, it is. That. Wow. All right. Not the side you want to see. This is the side you want to see. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And again, it can't be this big. There's packing in here. There's got to be a lot of packing, is my thinking. Okay, so this is not, thank God, not taped. And I don't want to very carefully open it. Okay, side. Very carefully open this side. This is where fingernails take. Okay. No damage. Good. Opens. Good. This is going to be instructions. Big. That's all I can say. Big. All right. So let's see what we open this. Okay. Make sure that comes down a bit. Comes down a bit. Keep it coming down. Making sure it bends a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Foam. Which is the smart idea. Foam. Okay. Now let's see if I can just lift it out or if it's way too heavy for that. Oh, okay, that part comes out. I'm going to put that over here. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's get out of the box. Wow. Okay, it is bigger than I thought it was. I didn't conceptualize it being this big, to be honest. I mean, I just didn't. That's all I can say. So this is a good box, a good mailer box, a good in-between art box and mailer box. So this looks like if it has all the pieces, this is the one that's going to go to you. All right. So I'm just going to take it out in pieces, I guess. All right, so I'm going to pick it up by the tires because the tires are probably the most sturdiest things imaginable. Okay, let me see what else is in there. Okay, so we've got not much else going on other than this thing, whatever this thing is. No idea what this thing is. And will come up nicely. Okay. Good. All right, so I have that. I have no idea what that is. Wow. Okay. Well, the one good thing. Well, no, it looks like it is taped in here. So you're going to have to live with me taking things off and putting things back on. But that's the only way for you to really know what this thing looks like. I'll try to be as careful as I can with the process. We will be right back. And yeah, is this all I can say is if you need a Batmobile or a Batpod, and you get this, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. first something was broken. It looked like it was broken, but it's on the same, on each side. So we're good to go. We'll be right back. We are back, and this is the second giveaway item. If you would rather have this versus Boba Fett, the first one we've shown you, you're more than welcome to have this one. This is big. This is huge. And if you're a Batman fan and you didn't have time to get one of these things, or couldn't swing it, maybe now's the time to put your name in for it. There were only basically 4 pieces to put together. These sections here that hold the handlebars, they're on this rod here, there's a D-shaped peg. And on this piece here that has the handlebars going straight down, mind you, there's a D-shaped peg hole. So it just fits one way. Just slip it on, wiggle it on, get it in there. And this will have a little rotation attached to it. You can move it out, but it doesn't go, straight down. There's only so much room, so much wiggle room that it has, but it's kind of nice that it's a little articulated. The only other thing you have to worry about are these 2 things. I'll just show you one. It's shaped like this on one end and like this on the other end. So basically this kind of configuration. What you do with this is you're just trying to get that wire that is attached to the handlebar itself. You're just trying to get that to lay in there a bit better by connecting the wire to the rod in there and making sure everything just stays in there as tight as possible. I don't know why they didn't do that to begin with, but who knows? But it's 2 tiny little pieces. These are plastic, so you have to be careful and take your time with getting the wiring in so it's not showing above this nice sheened area here. The handlebars, just remember, this is a D-shaped peg, this rod here, and on this section here where the handlebars are going straight down, there's a D-shaped peg hole. So there's only one way to go on. Make sure the handlebars are down and it's snuggled in there pretty nicely. I guess the only other thing I can think of to tell you, well, 2 more things. This section can pop up. I'm not taking the plastic off, but this section can pop up. You can put batteries in and turn the front lights on. That'll be up to you. And just, you can, like I said, pop it up, put the batteries in, and then the switch for it is underneath the bat pod. The last thing that I should tell you is that the tires, not the wires, the tires are locked in place, and they're locked in place via a red peg. So if you want to get the tires to move, just pull the peg out. You can put it back in later, but if you wanted to move around on each side, take the peg out. Now, if you're afraid of it rolling off a shelf, probably you don't want to take the pegs out. My 2 cents anyway. It is awesome looking, and it will fit a Batman. I've seen people do that. Personally, if I was going to put Batman, put it in a scene with Batman, I probably have Batman kind of having his arms kind of folded and he's kind of leaning a little bit against the bike. I don't know, that's just me. But you can have him straight down, you can sitting. It's up to you, kind of like he's flying, and so he's straight down, or like I said, sitting. But I'd be tempted to have arms crossed and kind of against the bike. There's instructions, but I mean, what do you need to know? Basically what I told you. Take the red pegs out to get the tires to move. Flip this up to get batteries in there. The switch is on the bottom. These two things go on D-shaped pegs with D-shaped peg holes. Only goes in one way. And you'll know because the handlebars are facing downward. These kind of move in and out a little bit, not a whole bunch, but a little bit. And these two little pieces, all they do is they secure the wire pieces on each end here a little bit more securely in place so they're not visible popping up over this piece here. So it's aesthetic more than anything else. All right, so if this is the one that you want and you have that winning number called, this is the one you'll get. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I turn it around on a turn tray, but it's too big for a turn tray. I think I have an idea. We'll be right back. So I can turn it around for you to see it from different angles. We'll be right back. We are back, and this is a lot larger than I thought it was. But it will look great next to Batman. Batman can be sitting on it, riding on it, laying across. His feet can go here, straight across the body, and the handles that are pointing down, he can hold on to it that way. It's awesome. It's big. But a piece of wood would kind of help you see things. I'm just going to turn it in bits and pieces so you can see different angles. This is coming up on the front part of the motorcycle, or the bat pod, I should say. The tires are large. It's just awesome looking, just like it was in the movie. You can see, the little peg that locks the wheels in place on both sides, right? In case you don't want it to go rolling around the place. It's a good idea for displaying it. And the cool thing is I did decide to check the batteries. So how you get the batteries in is you just flip this up, take that off, take a little screwdriver, unscrew that thing, pull that section off. 2 triple A batteries will work. Then you put this thing back on, just like that. Snaps back into place. And then the switch for turning it on is at the bottom. Very nice. So we can go back and see the front lights lighting up. And that's basically all that lights up. You probably think it's only one light, but it's both lights. Both lights are lighting up. So it's been battery tested. It does work. All right, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm not going to send the batteries with it or anything like that. I don't want any corrosion to take place. So this will roll around, but you have to take the little peg out so it unlocks the wheels and you can move it around. If you want to display it, you might want to keep the red pegs in and turn it around so they're not showing. The only other thing that's of interest is this thing right here. This is where one of Batman's rifles can go. The geometric shaped one can just snap into place here. There's a little kind of just a U-shaped thing that gun can fit into, or that rifle, whatever you want to call it. Folks, there are only a couple things that you need to do to get this bat pod completely together. There are 2 of these things, one on each side. They're complete pieces. This has the handlebars on one end, and the other end is attached to the rod here. At the top of this rod right here is a D-shaped peg. at the bottom of this cylinder-like thing on this end, opposite of the handlebars, is a D-shaped peg hole. Just make sure the peg hole goes over the peg, snuggle it in, and that should stay together. There is this piece, which has kind of a U-shaped design on one end and a bent flat piece on the other end. What you want to do with this piece, just going to pull the wire down a bit, is look for this rectangular opening here on the inside. When you find it, grab the wire, kind of shape the wire around this bar here, this rod, rounded rod, and then just push that into that opening. The U goes into that opening, and then this piece down here goes into the rod here, into an opening there. Once that's done, everything is together and hopefully looks a lot more organized this way. This is cool. If you want this, this is going to be one of the 10 prizes. Now, you can't get all 10. We're not giving away all 10. It's a giveaway contest for one of 10 prizes. You've already seen the first one, Hot Toys, Boba Fett. This is the second one now, Hot Toys, Bat Pod, to the trilogy set. All right, so I hope you've liked what you've seen. This thing is humongous. It'll display very well. It'll take up a lot of room. That's the downside to it. But it is awesome. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.